Hi folks, Lee Gettess here with the Market Sense for the week of October 22nd, 2013. The charts that we're going to look at come from the Trade Navigator software. The first chart is a weekly bond market chart. Bonds have kind of started up again this week. Well, actually, they started up last week. I think finding support down here at the lower moving average is a very positive sign, and that means support this week, which is around 133.06. I think there's a good chance they're just going to stay above that and keep going. The next target they're looking at here at the projected high is 135.12. But I think they might go as high as challenging this previous swing low here in the mid 137 area. And I can't even rule out seeing them up challenging 140. I think the upper Keltner band is 139.22 or 24, somewhere in that vicinity. That's actually realistic that they could do that. It matches up to this previous sideways pattern here. I don't see a reason for them to rally that strongly this week necessarily, but I do think the basic move is up here. I think the move down was really overdone. Oh, the Fed's going to taper. And I think tapering is kind of out of the question for a while now. So I think that's they've moved out, and I think up seems to be the basic direction. They could certainly run into trouble in the 135.12 area, though. The next chart is the S&P on the weekly basis, and as you can see, they're looking awfully good. This move down exceeded the previous move in price by just a very bare amount, but it was only 3 weeks. In fact, it wasn't quite 3 weeks, so clearly much less time going down than the last move down or the move down before that. So that all looks very good, and it suggested they would be at new highs, which they certainly are. Now it's just a question of how high are they going to go. Support is all the way down at the 1711 area. I actually think if they get down there now, that's probably not a good sign. They're up in an area that could present a problem for them. The projected high, I believe, is 1758, and 54 to 58 is a potential problem for them. Now, if they break above this and just rock it up, have another week that looks like last week, there's no limit to how high they can go. I mean, we could see 1800 in no time here. But if they are going to run into trouble, again, not convinced they will, but if they're going to run into trouble here, they're probably in that area, 1754 to 58, to 60, give it a fudge factor. Somewhere in that area is where they should top if they're going to run into trouble. And if they go to 1800, won't surprise me a bit. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into. Thanks for checking in to see what we think.